It is on January 16th, 2021, when Team Mesa High faced Team I'm-Type Toxic in a 3-on-3 freestyle match with only less than 24 seconds in the game, with both sides accounting for 24 points even. But a minute ago, Team Mesa High was behind by 8 points and was able to bring it back to now have a chance to clutch the game from Team I'm-Type Toxic's grasp. In the last possession of the game, I'm-Type Toxic held the ball and started to dribble carelessly, hoping the side hop step and shoot a 3-pointer for the win. His eyes fixed on a distant timer, he seems to think it will be like the other games he and his team played before, where they come out as victors. But they didn't expect what would come next. Welcome to the moment of greatness. Before diving into the game, let's take a closer look at the roster from the challenger side. We have Okoya Frost, aka Dre, who has a nearly perfect record on his January rank page, with only one loss out of his entire January performance, at a 99.3% win rate. He's known as one of the most elite 3-on-3 players with incredibly rebounding skills on the West server, and he's expecting another one of those easy wins just like before. Then we have Cjbeards, aka Shax. For years, Shax was known as one of the greatest up-and-coming talents that 3-on-3 offers. Despite being the community unpopular options compared to Justin Megumin, Shax Cjbeards has received recognition from some of the game's best players to be known as a deadly Joey and Kim player. And finally, we have the undisputed 2019 tournament winner, I'm-Type Toxic. To give context, during the January season of 3-on-3, I'm-Type Toxic had only lost 2 games with an over 97% win rate. The beast himself barely loses in his career at a mind-boggling 91% overall win rate over 19,497 games. Let's rewind to half a minute ago. What the team Mesa High needed to do was to score and to cause a turnover quickly. And the person who can execute the critical first part can only be the leading scorer in the game, Mesa High. In Season 4 rank mode for 3-on-3 freestyle, the West server has changed its colors. Historically, in the 3-on-3 rank season, rank has been dominated by players who played in the East server. A few honorable mentions including Bisky, who racks up 83% win rate in rank, and at some point strikes a 22 win streaks. At around this era, some of the best players in the game are all competing in the NA East server, and not surprisingly, they are all in the Empire crew, including It's Capon, Get Your Dough Up, Finance Layups, I'm-Type Toxic, and Insane King. A few months before rank, the people we mentioned from the Empire crew have also won the first official tournament to establish themselves as the most dominant forces in the game. Previously, the only other crew with equal strength was called SPC Collections, and it fell due to its crew leader's departure, Gosu. That leaves the Empire to be the definition of 3-on-3 competition in the NA scene. Then Season 4 comes. Mesa High, a veteran 3-on-3 player known for his Clark and Lulu plays, decided to challenge the unshakable crown for an Empire by increasing the competitiveness of the West server. He quickly gathered a team of 5 OG players that have been playing the game for long, including Neighborhood 1, I Sorry for Carrie, FZA, Neighborhood Shah, and Neighborhood Sins. Throughout the entirety of Season 4, MeiSohi's set team has proved to the 3-on-3 community that finally, in the West server, a team can compete against the Empire, with success in beating competition left and right consistently. After Season 4 ended, MeiSohi went back to work. I Sorry for Carrie went back to school, and Neighbor Owen became a full-time day trader. When MeiSohi faced the undisputed champion in the match, despite being the same player as before, he doesn't have the set team to support him in the match. Luckily, he has Hella Gosu and SSXH. SSXH is a YouTube streamer who started to play around a year ago, but over time accumulated thousands of viewers for his competitive gameplay. However, the difference is, this is the first time ever that the three are playing together, and they need to heavily rely on game knowledge to collaborate. With MeiSohi being one of the best isolation scorers in the game, he fell into a hard fight for the entire game. Before the game entered the last minute, MeiSohi has scored 14 points. He also made 2 crucial mistakes against Cjbeards' tough defense. The whole night, he can't seem to get rid of the entanglement against Cjbeards. Cjbeards is the core of Empire's perimeter's defense. Despite the reputation of being toxic, however, the honor of guarding Joey's and Kim's using unorthodox characters such as Cindy still established his status as a GOAT in the community. The whole game, Cjbeards sticks to MeiSohi like gum, forcing him to make tough mistakes. On the other hand, Cjbeards has 2 consecutive threes at the beginning of the game to set the stage for his presence. The entire game, Hella Gosu and SSXH weren't able to ease much of the stress out of MeiSohi due to the defensive character selections and mediocre cards on their characters, which accumulated 8 points in total. The stream chat from MeiSohi's channel and SSXH channel are starting to tease because of these undoubtedly defeats, as they knew it would be another blow-off, and Team Cjbeards will seize the deal like how they have always been doing it. The game is about to enter the last minute of seemingly no suspense. On the last 58 seconds, Cjbeards held the ball to wind down the clock. He knew if he would waste another 10 seconds into the game will be over. And he was certainly right. MeiSohi immediately requested a character switch, which he wanted to force the opponent to stop wasting time. At this stage, the ideal team selection would be consist of at least 2 hard stop characters, such as Deacon and Pedro. But Gosu had already used Pedro, and SSXH doesn't have any stop characters. If Mei doesn't go with Deacon, the opponent will capitalize on the leading score and start wasting time since no one will stop them. Thus, even if Team MeiSohi decides to go with Joey or Kim, they will still be almost certainly to lose the game. The team's miscommunication has also gotten SSXH frustrated because he had no idea why MeiSohi would pick Deacon over Kim.
What is he doing? I thought he was gonna go Kim. What are you doing? Bro! Nigga, I'm up in on Apex with you guys after this. What the fuck? I thought he was gonna go Kim.
But after this sudden change in pace, things had turned 180 degrees. M-Type Toxic, being experienced, still wanted to control the pace of the game, while MeiSohi wasn't going to allow it to happen. MeiSohi wanted SSXH to cover the middle defense against the Joey, but he can't risk wasting time due to there's only 1 minute and 38 seconds on the clock. This leaves Shax to pull a quick threes without punishment. Team M-Type Toxic at this stage is ready to pull out their 3 big dogs lineup, providing their winning emojis. Mei needed to score the 2s right away to catch up on times with no time to lose. Things needed to be calculated and risky at the same time to do the impossible. An 8 points difference in 19 seconds of the game, which means at least 3 turnovers to flip the game around. SSXH has stepped up his defense to get the first turnover flawlessly from Shax and feed the ball back to MeiSohi. Playing patiently with the pump fake, not getting the quick pass back, Mei knew he needed to make this possession a 3-point opportunity. There he had it. With MeiSohi's teammates realizing Mei's intention to force stops, Gosu started to rotate on defense with his Little Fox Sonic Rush, which caused another rebound turnover. With 5 points difference remaining, MeiSohi knows that he needs to take the risk to turn things around. When he saw M-Type Toxic shoulder charging to the ball, he immediately released and received the steal and bump miss buff to secure a 2s, which put the point back to 3 points. Shax realized that he needs to slow down the pace at this stage, but he can't do anything because MeiSohi constant pressure from Decant. M-Type Toxic missed the dunk that caused another turnover. SSXH grabbed the rebound and fed it back to MeiSohi. MeiSohi knew he had to take a risky shot at this point despite not having any 3s cards. But maybe even the god wanted the comeback. Somehow, MeiSohi made these incredibly lucky 3-pointers. Audience who haven't left the stream chat are rejuvenated. They also seem to smell the miracle. Past 22 seconds, Team MeiSohi quickly closed the gap, 24-24. And Team M-Type Toxic made almost no mistake, hit every important shot, and made every shot of MeiSohi more difficult. But to MeiSohi at this moment, the basket in front of him are as wide as ocean. Last possession, Team M-Type Toxic has no choice. They want to make sure that the ball is given to the most consistent scorer in the game. But miracle will be in 10 seconds draws a perfectly ending. Welcome to the moment of greatness.